Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your full moon reading. This full moon is happening in the sign of Gemini on the 15th of this month, December. So this reading is for this moon cycle starting this full moon till the next new moon, which will be on the 30th of December, and it's happening in the sign of Capricorn. So full moons are a time of completion, wrapping up things, revelations, new information, expect new information, new insights and things like that. Also think about what was happening around June this year, because that's when the new moon happened in the sign of Gemini. So something that you were working on, and if you were looking for new information, some clarity, then maybe you will find you will come across some new insights and information, new ideas around this full moon. So pay close attention to what's happening around you, what's happening within signs and synchronicities, things like that. And yes, so let's see what's coming through. I will pull 3 cards from the tarot deck and 1 from the oracle deck. Today I'm using Whispers of the Ocean oracle deck. So yeah, let's see what's coming through for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. If Sagittarius is your sun sign, remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. All right. Spirit, please give us a message for Sagittarius. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of, Sagittarius? Sagittarius, your cards are Ace of Cups, all right, new emotional experience, Page of Pentacles, something you're looking forward to, exciting adventure, and the Death card. Okay, this may have something to do with a trip that you are, travel plans, or it could also be, a major release. Now that we are moving into a brand new year, most of us will find ourselves in this energy, right? Death has to do with endings and beginnings. So we are moving into a whole new year. So this is also a time of a lot of self-reflection and asking ourselves, what do we need to let go of? What is not, what doesn't resonate, whatever it is that doesn't resonate anymore. We are, as we are moving into new, I would say, we are growing, right? We are evolving, and even though we are not realizing it, some of our beliefs, some of our what's important for us is also evolving, right? So certain things that maybe certain things that was important for you may not be that important for you now. So it's all about honoring that feeling and realizing, okay, what brings me a sense of joy, fulfillment and happiness, and what drains me. Sometimes there is nothing we can do about these things, right? Our responsibilities, our certain things are exhausting, but then it's also about looking at them in a new way. So new way in the sense, like, how is it helping you in your growth? If it's not helping you at all, then it's important that we leave them behind and move on. So that's what that energy is all about. And here we have on the back of the deck, Queen of Swords. So, okay, so something to do with people in your life. Queen of Swords is air sign. So this has to do with Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Maybe these signs are in your chart, someone you are dealing with. And Page of Pentacles is earth energy. So it has to do with Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And this is youthful energy, so something to do with your children, if you have children, if you work with children, so it may have something to do with them, or it could also be your friends. So yes, and communication, expect communication, or it could also be you reaching out to someone and a lot of love. So for some it could be um, you know romantic love, or it could be family, friends, um, siblings, things like that. um, and yes, so you are I would say, I think this moon cycle, what's happening is you are just taking it easy, you are going with the flow, you are not um, you're open to new experiences, that even though it's kind of challenging, the death card, but you are still um, embracing these new experiences. You are being, very hopeful, very optimistic. So there is a major release happening. It could be something in your external, right? So it could be a job situation, something to do with relationship. You are also feeling a little bit sensitive and emotional about something. So something to do with relationships, people in your life, or it could be a career change, or it could also be, travel, relocation, changing homes. Maybe you're moving into a new home, and it could be that you might have to then let go of certain things, give away, donate, and yeah, or for some it could be their career. Maybe there is a layoff happening, there is some job change. It doesn't have to be losing your job. It could also be something that's happening around you, something that you are coming across. So some changes that you have to make, some adjustment you have to make. However, there is these changes are happening for the good, and you know that, you are aware of it, right? And you are being very optimistic, and it's like you are looking forward to them. So yes, and there is also like maybe you are also cleaning up your space, your home, your workspace, decluttering, cleansing, healing, or it could also be your goals and dreams, things that doesn't resonate anymore. And it's like you don't want to, something new is on the horizon, Sagis. So it's like, in order for you to create space for the new, in order for you to commit, and you also want to make sure what doesn't need your involvement anymore, right? So you have the time, you have the energy to put towards things that are more important to you. So it could be hiring new people, or it could be reshuffling some priorities, or it could also be just uh, letting go of certain things. So you have the time, you have the energy to spend on what truly matters for you. So, and yes, even though you may feel kind of sensitive and emotional about things, but you're also being practical and very strategic about things. So both things are happening at the same time. So it's like, two minds working together. So it could just be people in your life, okay, partnerships and collaboration, teamwork, or it could be even though you are going through some emotional stuff, but you are also looking at things in a practical way and very strategic and planning things. So a lot of planning is happening, a lot of preparation is happening. Yes, it's exhausting, so you want to take good care of yourself. And this is also a time when you are focusing on self-care. So it could be, folks, by doing things that you enjoy doing, something that nourishes your soul, right? Something that you are really passionate about. It could be your, if you are an artist, it could be your, the art projects that you are working on, or it could be some creative projects that you want to take up. Or it could just be spirituality. Maybe you are exploring spirituality. It could be meditation. It could be anything. It doesn't just have to be meditation. When we are doing something that we are really passionate about, that is meditative. Like for instance, knitting, and it's so meditative. You just lose track of time. or it could be like painting or something like that. That is meditative. That is a spiritual practice. So anything that um, helps you ground your energy, you know, something that helps you find that sense of inner harmony, that is a spiritual practice. So it could be that you are looking at some, you know, new projects. It could be pottery making, you know, it could be something, yeah, whatever it is that you want to do, you're following through, you know, the new insights, the new ideas that you are getting, you are following through them. You are taking some, it could be that doing your research online, and you are making sure that you are making a list of what's important for you, and then taking, you're doing them, you're taking care of them, you're crossing out the list. So that's wonderful. When it comes to you know, there is also an emotional outburst happening. I don't want to scare you guys, but there is a conversation happening that is kind of emotional. Again, it could be family members, it could be friends. So what I would say is, if that is something that you are coming across, be prepared. Meaning, you know, you want to talk to this person when you are ready and when they are ready, you know. So both knows you what they are getting into, and so they can prepare their mind. And because when we are emotional, then it won't be possible for us to you know it, right? I mean, I don't have to explain. It won't be possible for us to be in that conversation fully, you know, 100% there. So you might want to check with this person if they are ready to have that conversation, and you want to check with yourself if you are ready, you know. So you can then find solutions that's best for both of you guys. All right, now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. And also, you know, Sagittarius, one thing that's coming through is, if there is something that you want to take up, right? A project, something that you want to work on, you want to pay attention to the details, and also make sure if you have how you can plan things so you can finish things instead of like shelving them midway. So that is something to be mindful of. So if you before you make promises, commitments, you just want to take your time and make sure that you can actually take care of them, finish them. And also, if there is any like contracts, agreements, when it comes to these things, legal matters, pay attention to the details, be very detail oriented, and you know, question things if there is something that you are not comfortable with, if there is something that you need more clarity on. Ask the right questions, and wait for the answers, wait for the information. Don't let anybody rush you through things, and don't be in a haste to complete things, because that won't go well. Haste makes waste, right? I'm also seeing maybe, you know, those who are into creative fields, speaking engagements, writing, something like that is also coming through. Your intuition is at its peak. That's what happens around full moon, you know. So you want to pay attention to your intuition, signs and synchronicities, what you are coming across, what's happening around here, your dreams. And make sure that you are writing things down, and you are making, you don't want to ignore them, you know. Ace of Cups here is a card of creativity and intuition. So you just want to make sure that you are paying close attention to what's what you are coming across, dreams, signs, synchronicities and things like that, and write them down so you don't forget. Spirit, please give us a message for Sagittarius. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? So Sagittarius, your message for this moon cycle is disengage from outcomes. All right, so that has to do with expectations. It could be something you are working on, or it could be relationships. Yes. If you want things to go in a certain way, it will be a struggle. Mind, when we are fixated on things, if we are looking for some outcomes, and if it doesn't go, if things don't go the way we had planned, we had expected, then it always leads to disappointments. So with this message, what I'm getting is, if there is something you want to do, you also want to pay attention to those intuitive messages. Your heart, follow your heart. Our mind is important, our intellect is important, being practical about things is important, and so is our intuition, our inner guide, right? So what I'm seeing is a transformation. So it could be something in your external, or it could be your belief system, and you're using both your intellect as well as your heart. So there is a balance happening, and maybe that's a transformation. So that's beautiful if you can maintain that. So the message here is let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. Find ways to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness you might be holding on to. Yes, so that is something I was talking about in the beginning. Now that we are, the new year is just around the corner, we want to make sure that we are releasing what no longer what doesn't resonate anymore, what's no longer needed. So it doesn't mean literally ending a relationship, for instance, just an example. Okay, it could also be changing our attitudes, changing our beliefs around that relationship. Relationship is just an example. It could be anything that's important for you at this moment, your career, your health, so whatever it is. So this could just mean literally letting go of certain things, or it could be changing our own attitudes, the way we are seeing them. So yeah, this is all about being open. You are open to new ideas, new perspectives, new way of doing things. Communication and conversations are happening. So let's see, number 48. Number 48. If you feel you have overreacted, take time to forgive yourself and allow yourself to learn from the situation. If someone else has hurt you, be willing to forgive him or her. Pay attention to how you are feeling, what you are thinking, and what you desire. Take care to align your thoughts and words to attract your heart's desires. You can conquer any pain that comes your way. Understand how pain can help you grow. If someone has betrayed you and you do not think you can ever love again, challenge that belief. Don't be surprised when your heart emerges from darkness, capable of loving even more than before. If you are feeling edgy, adjust your diet, your sleep, and your environment. You will be back to the truth of who you are in no time. Surround yourself with family or friends to help you release any old pain and distract you while you heal and wait for fresh energy to rise within you. Orcas develop a social structure based on living with their mothers for the duration of their lives. These pods are formed with the oldest female and her daughters and sons and the offspring of her daughters and so on. Orchids may live for up to 90 years, so several generations of the mammals stay together hunting and traveling. These pods are very secure. They seldom stray from each other, and if they do, it's only for a short time. It's equally important for you to find a strong support system for yourself. Surround yourself with individuals who support you and allow you to grow and evolve as you learn about yourself. Beautiful message, Sagittarius. So, what I'm getting is something to do with a parent figure, and maybe a conversation that's happening is not sitting well with you. So again, it has to, Ace of Cups is a card of healing. So healing is happening in this relationship. So whatever is going on, this is actually happening for a reason. It's helping you understand yourself better, and it's also helping the other person. So when that happens, it helps us heal our relationships. So again, like I said in the beginning, if there is a conversation that you are expecting, make sure that you are ready, that person is ready, find the right time to have that conversation. So to make sure that you are listening to each other's perspectives clearly in order to find resolutions. But it could also be something that happened long time ago, and if there is something you are still holding on to, now it's time for you to release and let go. Forgive yourself, forgive the other person, because again, the thing is, we don't forgive. Yeah, we can forgive, but we cannot forget, right? So forgiveness doesn't mean reconciliation, right? We don't forgive. We forgive for ourselves, because we want to keep our heart clean, and that's also the reason why we want to have those transparent communication. If this is a conversation that's happening, a current situation that's happening, this is open communication, a heart to heart that's happening. So you are truly opening up about your feelings, and the other person is also receptive. But if this is something that happened long time ago, now it's time for it. You are letting it go. You are, forgiving them, forgiving yourself, and you are ready to move on. So this is you moving into a new phase. And when we move into a new phase, we always come across some challenges, memories, something that needs our attention. So things may seem a little bit emotional. You may feel kind of sensitive about things, but then but what's happening here, Sagittarius, is I don't like to sugarcoat things. I am being honest with you. With this card, what I'm seeing is an openness. It's not like you are running away from things. You are facing these feelings, these emotions, and you are open to them. You are curious, and this is helping you understand yourself better. And so, and also with healing and forgiveness. So lovely energy. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. I will see you in the next reading. Please take good care of yourself, and sending you all full moon blessings. Thank you. Bye-bye.